Boys, welcome back to the Spurs MyNBA series. I'm super hyped for today's video. I've made a couple changes. Let's get into it and I'll explain. So first things first, we are going to move to 4 weeks per episode on the 2K calendar because I realized 2 was going to take forever and I do want to do multiple years in this series before the year ends. So from today, we're going to start November 20. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to the end here, December 17. So just to compress things a little bit better. And the game I've chosen to play is against the Rockets. I've also upped the re-signing aggressiveness slider, as well as adjusted the salary cap inflation rate and the player expectations here. You can save that. That's meant to be realistic. Shout out to Popboy who made a video about it in, I think, last year's 2K or the year before. But realistically, they don't update this mode a lot. So you're probably safe to use these values, and then you can also get realistic contracts. And so the last thing is, for now, I'm going to keep it on my own shot timing so I can have a bit of fun. But if you guys think it's better or you'll enjoy it more / it's more realistic if we use player percentage, I'm happy to go back to that. Only thing is, I did spend a while shooting around with Vic, and I think the way these sliders are set up, he really needs to up his shooting attributes before we can consistently green with him. So if we're playing with my own timing, it's probably going to be a lot of post moves. But if we do decide to go back to real play percentage, I might have a go with a couple of mid-ranges and that sort of thing. So we will hopefully get some more plays run for these guys and get some shooting done with them. Obviously, it's a dynamic thing, so we're going to keep moving. And the first game we have here is against the Clippers. So you know who they have: Russ, PG, Kawhi, Rocco, and Plumlee. So we will simcast this one, see if it's close. Now that said, with the trade targets I had in mind, people I want to sell, we don't necessarily have to wait to the deadline. So I would like to maybe get a little bit more shooting on this team / creation. So if we think there's something available for a cheap player moving the guys we want to sell, we can do that whenever. So let's see how we go here. Starting off down 11-0. You can see that. So I assume we won't be coming back this game. So I will see you in the next one. And that is exactly the case. We lose by 25. Zach Collins was our leading scorer. Vic with 11 on terrible efficiency. On their end, Paul George and Kawhi makes sense. I do have a Vic jersey on the way, so I will have that for future episodes. All right, and a rematch here against the Clippers. We are in San Antonio this time. I don't expect a different outcome. I mean, that is a good team, but we do have a slight lead here, so you never know. Anything can happen. The magic of Greg Popovich, maybe. It looks like we might actually win this one unless we choke, and we do. Beautiful. Vic with 22 and 10. He bounced back a little. Russ. Yeah, if he's leading you, you're probably going to lose. That's interesting. Rob Williams for Denver Cell. Obviously, we don't need another big, so we will decline that. Now we have the Warriors starting CP, Curry, Wiggins, Draymond, and Looney. Clay is not in the starting lineup. I assume they're bringing him off the bench or he's injured. Okay, he is injured. They didn't trade him, so that's good. And I do plan on still playing the first and fourth quarter on 12 minutes and then simming the middle. If you guys want me to do it differently, if you really want me to play the full game, I can do that. We can do 10 to 12 minute quarters and play the full game, but it just means keeping in mind the rest of the video will be quite long, as I do like to go over other bits and pieces and can sometimes go off on a tangent, so keeping that in mind. Curry with 27, they beat us. Collins again with 23, geez. Going against the defending champion Nuggets, and Campaign has a strained MCL, he can play through it. That is fine by me. Looks like Jamal's injured, but they do still have the rest of the guys. So I'm just going to go ahead and sim that one. There's no way we win that. And it was kind of close, but Jokic with 31, 14 and 8. He just dominates Wemby. Oh, but Wemby did have 20, 11 and 3 on good shooting. So he did hold his own a little bit. Next game is against the Hawks. Campaign is back already, which is nice. Reggie Bullock's cold, yikes. So the Hawks still have the same team they do in real life. We'll see if we can be in this game and make it close. Starting off decently there, we do drop back, but now we lose the lead. Bit of back and forth here in the second. Slight lead here in the third. And going into the fourth, it looks like we actually blow it open. So we're honestly not terrible. I mean, 7 and 11, I've seen different sims where the Spurs will be very bad. So, I mean, we'll take that. Next up, we have the Pelicans, who have CJ, Kelly Oubre, Brandon Ingram, and Zion, so they're a real team. I mean, they're 14 and 5, so there's no way we beat them, and that is the case. It is close, though, so you can't say we're not trying. I don't know what this schedule is, man. We have a lot of time off, but I guess we're in December, so I mean, we can have a look at the scouting here. So we have Vic, obviously. We would like Ron Holland. We would like Martus Buzelis. Stephon Castle is okay. Zachary Rissacher, I'm okay with. Justin Edwards, I'm interested in. DJ Wagner for sure. Isaiah Collier as well. Then we can also add in Cody Williams. So that's what we'll have scouting for now. And then in the future, we can see who else we want to look at. So the Jazz, another young, fun team. We'll see if we can get a close game here. Starting off the sim, we are in San Antonio. So hopefully we can have a good one here. It is a 2-point game. It looks like they've got a lead on us. And it might be over going into the fourth quarter. That is the case. We get blown out. Nice. Denver South 18, Colin Sexton with 26. We just have no offense really, man. I mean, 11-9 here for the Wolves. They've got their standard starting 5. Let's just sim this game. And we actually blow them out. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Keldon Johnson, 28 points. Vic, 25 and 13. And now we have our game against the Rockets. And Zach Collins is injured. But it's okay. It's day-to-day. Hopefully he comes back. So let's see what happens here. And is he back? No, he's not. Okay, so that's fine. We can go ahead and start Jeremy with Vic at the 5. That just means our bench depth got even worse. So we are in Houston here, in-state rivalry. So let's give it a go, man. See what we can do. All right, man. Let's get it. So I am just a little bit conscious of the fact that we don't really have any offense on this team and that the play calls aren't really that good. So, like, you can see, well, I don't know what this is. There's literally no movement here, so that was a total waste. But luckily, Vic can just go right around. He bailed us out. But yeah, I need to check out the play calling because I guess Greg Popovich is just falling asleep at the wheel. He's ready to retire. So I think we just have to keep that in mind. We get a miss there, which is nice. But yeah, I don't really trust anyone outside of Vic to score, which is a problem. And then Keldon, for whatever reason, steps in. He had a wide open 3. So the spacing makes a whole lot of sense. Terrible shot there from Freddie. So I think we do need to just take advantage of Vic's height, I guess. And then just score that way. Because up until we get somebody who can actually score, and we just get a standing dunk there, beautiful. Until we get someone who can score in the sense that they can create their own shot off the dribble and, you know, shoot at a high level or slash at a high level, I think that's going to be our best option. As I said, I can, you know, try to shoot as they get an and one there with Jalen Green. Holy crap. I can try and shoot with Vic, but at the same time, his ratings aren't that high. And what's the point if I can just go to the post as a 7'5" power forward center? Do a quick drop step. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Eventually he will develop a shot. I mean, at least I hope. He generally does in sims, as Trey Jones just can't do anything. Pardon me, I almost said Tyus Jones. But we do get another dunk there for Vic. So off to a pretty hot start. I mean, it's a bit cheesy, but yeah, I just don't think our offense is there yet. They probably are better in the sim. Maybe I'm just bad, but it is hard to definitely score with some of these guys. I thought they got another foul there.
For 5 so far. You just need to calm down.
As we do get around there with Keldon, so he gets fouled. I feel like he should have made that. But probably one step too slow there. First free throw is up and it's good. Okay, so starting off 7-3. Not too shabby. Can we make the second one here? And we do. Okay, beautiful. 8-3. Not a bad start. Vic has 6 and 2 rebounds.
As a result. NBA, no one likes losing.
Don't know how that wasn't a foul or a block. Instead, it just wasn't a contest at all. Which I feel like was the least likely outcome in that scenario. I don't trust anyone on this team except Vic, bro. This is insane. And they just get an easy layup. Not an easy layup, but a layup nevertheless. As we get a decent look there for Vassell, but he just bricks it. Okay, but we somehow get a rebound from our point guard, which is kind of crazy. Vic, he makes that. I was about to rage because why would you not go in for a dunk? That's fine. He has 8 points. I should have made that 3. I did practice with him and Keldon. As we have an easy mismatch here with Vic. Let's just go up into the easy little post hook there. He has 10 points already. 4 rebounds. This is what we need, man. This is what we need. Vic to go off. 12-7.
On the wing, Vassell.
I mean, we get open there. I thought he was going to miss that. At least Denver Vassell gets that layup to go. Green release there. So, I mean, it's 14-7. 5 minutes left here in the first. And they need a timeout. Okay. Jeremy's tight. I guess we go Vic at the 4, Charles Bassey at the 5.
6 to shoot. And here's Tate outside.
Dylan Brooks finds Jayshawn Tate, who I left wide open. I honestly didn't think he was going to make that. So, that's on me, I guess. So, let's just see sort of how this plays out if we just post up Bari and they're triple teaming. He somehow loses the ball. That was definitely a foul call, or at least an easy bucket. I should have passed out of that.
Let's go with a three.
Freddie gets a lot of space and he hits that, bro. It's 14-13. Yeah, we can't score. That's literally our biggest problem. We cannot score. I mean, that was a defensive lapse.
The three, Smith connects from downtown.
And they just do some sort of ISO screenplay with Jabari and freaking Şengün, and they make that. That was insane. I can't believe that just happened. And let's just not take anything stupid. I mean, we'll go back into the post here with Vic. He can't get around, but there we go. He gets a standing dunk. That was almost a 3-second call, so we'll take that. That was a very slow possession, but 2 points is 2 points.
To see him delivering.
Very nice dunk there from Vic.
On the ball.
As we get a wide open dunk there for Bassi. I don't know what sort of defense they were playing. He also almost got stuffed, which is hilarious, but we'll take that.
11 points for him.
And then we, for whatever reason, get a double team animation there. Jabari just greens another 3. So essentially, if they're wide open on these sliders, they're going to green. Doesn't matter if they're Shaq. But yeah, it is quite easy for the CPU, all jokes aside, to make those shots. So I do have to be mindful of that. And I think our biggest problem is going to be the lack of 3-point shooting, and we do get him in the air, but I just waited slightly too long. We do still make it. So Vic's got 14 and 6. As I said, I just literally don't trust anybody right now to shoot. I mean, maybe Reggie Bullock if we can get him off a pin down. We can't really do anything there. I mean, let's just do a pick and roll. It's boring, but it should result in 2 points, assuming he doesn't do anything stupid. So, I mean, he's got 16. He's shooting 8 for 16, so I definitely ruined that with those post touches right there at the end. They're going to take a full court shot with Jalen, and they miss. Cool. So 1 point game. I will say I think that team has definitely more talent than us. So simcasting here, second and third quarters. If they can keep it close, that would be nice. But I'm not expecting anything really from this team. So into the fourth here, it looks like we've definitely blown it. And this might just result in a L. So we'll see if we can bring it back here a little bit. Otherwise, if it gets too far away from us, we're gonna just have to simcast the rest of it, because I don't know if this is a glitch or not, but you can see everyone is pretty much at 50% energy. And I don't think I played them that much. I mean, I might have, but who really knows that? See, the play calls are just terrible. I guess Greg Popovich isn't as good of a coach as we all thought he was. And then we get a foul there. That's not an AM1. Wonderful.
Rockets. The open shot by Brooks. Rebound San Antonio. Bassi's got 6 rebounds in the game. Jones is...
All right, we do get a layup there, so we at least bring it back a little bit. I'm hoping we can at least get it to single digits before we bring in the starters.
Outside for Brooks. Takes a 3. That's good from Eason.
Yeah, okay, they just hit another 3 there, so I think that's pretty much it. There's no point playing till the end here, so we're going to go ahead and simcast the rest of it, and we do lose. All right, so not relatively close, 21 for Jay Sean, 35 and 21 for Vic. So he actually played very well. Outside of him, Keldon Johnson was okay, and everyone else was awful. Nice. So next game here against the Lakers, we actually have them back-to-back. Zach Collins is back at least, which is nice. So I'll go ahead and put him there. We lose to the Lakers by 5. LeBron with 26, Keldon Johnson with 29. The second game against the Lakers here, and we lose that one as well by 30 this time. LeBron with 38. Then last game for the week against the Pels, we also lose. Nice. Brandon Ingram has 27, Devin Vassell has 26. So yeah, you can see we're the third worst offensive team in the league, putting up 108.8, minus 6.4 differential, and our defense is around average, 114 there, and then 115.2 for us. So we definitely need someone who can score outside of Vic. I mean, even he's averaging 21 on 43-30 splits. Jeremy's averaging 11 on bad efficiency. Keldon's averaging 14 on bad efficiency. Vassell's averaging 14 on okay efficiency. And then, yeah, Trey Jones just really isn't cutting it. So, I mean, I would be interested to see if we can get a better point guard. But Donovan Mitchell's injured 1 to 2 weeks. Jamal Murray, still have Sabonis, Clay, Cat. So a lot of big names still injured. You can see Vic won Rookie of the Month. All right, so you can see the playoff picture there. Lakers at the top, then the Pelicans, then the Nuggets. So for next episode, we're going to sim the next month down here past the Bulls game. Then the episode after that will probably go up to the All-Star break, as well as the trade deadline. So then we can see which of these guys we want to move on from, and potentially if we want to pick up anybody else. Yeah, a bit of a quicker one, man. A little bit disappointing. Couldn't beat the Rockets, but that's all right. You're not going to win them all. So yeah, I'm just hoping we can add at least one more scorer / creator to this roster, and then we'll go from there. So hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.